Hello and welcome back to King Vakar's War of the Conquest. We're back with the good old Maester King. In the last episode, we tried and go off to a Shy to see if we could tame some of those dragons. If you want to guess what happened, we didn't succeed. Those Shy dragons, they're really something. Really difficult to catch. Don't even know if it's possible because I've never caught one. I've played a lot of CK2, but I've never caught one of these damned Shadowlands dragons. Aside from that, I mean, what else did we do? We went off on some more Maester quests. Had a stillborn child, I guess. Oh, our son now has a dragon egg. And yeah, just a little bit more progression in that regard. We beat a invasion of the wall as well. Let's jump right into it. See. Oh God. Okay. Lewin Martell has died in an accident. Why did I think you were gonna die? Oh no, that's it, because in the last episode we talked about how the Rains might inherit the Westerlands again, and I was thinking, why did I think a perfectly healthy young 25-year-old would die for the Rains to inherit? No, it's just he was married to a 40-year-old Gate. So he was unlikely to have an heir. But yeah, now with him dead, the Rains are back in power. So Ella Rain is the new Lady of the Westerlands. She's widowed, so unlikely to marry anyone. And 47, unlikely to have kids. Which means her heir will likely inherit Temena Rain, Roland's eldest daughter. So she was who should have inherited in the first place, following Rickard's son's death to cancer. Or actually, not really. Her nephew should have. But she is married matrilineally, so that's good. She'll inherit the Westerlands. Then she'll have a son, Lyndon, and a daughter, Elaine, to inherit. My prisoner, Lord Alan Myatt, is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeons and is asking for more suitable accommodations that would befit his rank. Lamprey pie made a fine course of my feast. However, my bannerman, Lord Lewin, enjoyed it too heartily, for he got a piece lodged in his throat. The guests... Oh, this is the accident. The guests frantically try to save him, but as his face turns a sickening blue, everyone realizes he's going to die. Huh. Looks like we just had a purple wedding. Yeah, the purple wedding happened. That's awesome. Feast is ruined. I bet. Lord Damon spoke up and told everyone how great the food in my feast was. Dude, I don't know if you noticed, the food was literally killer. I was really glad someone was kind enough to say something nice about the food, given how hard I'd worked to ensure that food was the best part of this feast. I don't think I worked that hard. I mean, I obviously didn't check the plates to see if they were poisoned or anything. Well spoken, though. Thanks. Warden title stands empty. Yeah, we need a new Warden of the West. Lady Ella. She could very well have been behind the killing, by the way. I've been informed that Lady Paramount Arwen has come to King's Landing. Ah, yes, she hasn't paid her allegiance yet after... Oh, she's in Sunspear. Okay. And has requested an audience with me in order to pay me homage. Very well, send her in. Lady Paramount Arwen gives me a charming smile as she bows down to give me her oath of vassalage, giving me a good view on her cleavage. I'm so distracted by her alluring features that it takes me some time to realize that it's already my turn to speak. Oh, Vakar. You are no doubt the prettiest face in this court. Compliment her on her looks. We're glad for your visit. Proper formality. I'm happy you came. Probably this one. I tried this last time and it failed, so I'm going to do this one. Lady Paramount Arwen did not look too pleased by my response. I think she wanted the more lustful option. What did I say wrong? Yeah. I mean, it would just be bad HR if I sexually harassed my new vassal, wouldn't it? Durwald has revoked the Castle of Storm's drum. Okay. Blackwood Vale is converted to the 7, really? So we've gotten the Blackwoods to turn. Yeah. Excellent. The guards drag out Myatt up from his cell and throw him at your feet. I've come for justice, he says. By right of birth and blood, I demand a trial by combat. Sir Tywell Myatt will be my champion. He selected his sole son and heir to defend him. What a weasel. At least pick your brother or your nephew or something. Don't send your son. He's the only one you have to inherit. Well, looks like the Birches are going to be in on a title because I'm going to have him killed. Yeah, that right. I also like someone to stand for as king, and the only one I have able is Sir Harwin Vance. Very well, they shall face my Kingsguard. The last of the guests has returned home, and everyone agreed it was this year's greatest feast. I had great fun, and so did everyone else. Good. Sir Harwin steps forward. I'll stand for you, your grace. Fight well. You watch with glee as Sir Harwin drives his sword relentlessly at Tywell Myatt, finally striking a mortal blow and killing him. The gods have cast their judgment, and Alton Myatt is guilty. There you go. Your sole son and heir is dead. I hope you're proud of yourself. Gods are not in his favor. And now I gotta execute you. He'll be beheaded. The recent conversion of Blackwood Vale to Faith of the Seven has caused great unrest in the unfaithful parts of my realm. Both noble and peasants alike feel threatened. They'll understand, eventually. Your Grace, I run on behalf of the bank to express the consternation at the action of your bannerman, Lord Russell Footley. They failed to pay the due interest on a loan. I urge you to take appropriate action. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Your dumb bank business is not going to drag me back into this endless paying the bank for dues. I'll placate you. Just received news that Lady Paramount Ella will not come to King's Landing and pay homage to her rightful liege. Why do all of them immediately say no and then come back later? This is insulting. There she is. She's come to King's Landing and has requested an audience with me in order to pay me homage as is tradition for a newly appointed vassal. Very well, send her in. Lady Paramount Ella bows her head and courteously as she kneels down and recites her oath of vassalage, surrounded by a crowd of curious courtiers. It is so rare to see a woman like her rise to the rank of Lady Paramount. We're glad for your visit, so formality, or I am happy you came. We'll try informal again. I seem to have made a very positive impression on Lady Paramount Ella. I'm hopeful that after the ceremony, we'll be able to maintain a good and healthy relationship as any liege should, with his vassals. The gods willing, so she is pleased. Good. That one worked, and she actually likes me for it. Good, because her, son, was it? Yeah, her son liked me. Your Grace, I've been instructing young Aegon in the ways of sword and lance as you requested. Pleased to say he appears to be a natural. His martial prowess has improved greatly over recent weeks. Well, that's really good. Nice to see him at least become a poor fighter, considering I have no reign on what his education is going to be. Celtigar's teaching him. She's revoked city. Okay. Game's very slow, too. King Vakar, tourney. I'm not going to tourneys. That's not Vakar's deal. He doesn't like that. I will, however, prepare to write a theorem paper. I faced a daunting task of researching and writing an entire theorem paper to be reviewed by my peers. To have it be accepted by the Maesters of the Citadel would be a great boon to me, but if the quality is found to be lacking, it might be a big blow to my prestige. I'll make a decent effort, or I'll make an extraordinary effort. No expense shall be spared. This one. This second one. Focusing on theorem paper gives the following effect. Stewardship -5. You'll spend extra time and resources on writing the theorem paper, even if this comes to the detriment of managing your realm. Yeah, this one. Believe that when your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspirational factions, obligate them. You are right, of course, for the foreseeable future. Yeah, my promise not to support factions conspiring against you. Very good. Sorry about that. Back again. Yeah, very good. To see your place, Lord Harlaw. No real dangerous faction. I mean, aside from Merle, who's going to be a thorn in my side for sure. Considering what he managed to accomplish before. I'm actually gonna really quickly, where is it? Autosave monthly. Find that it takes a lot of the pace out of the game, but seeing how slow this is, I don't want to risk a crash and losing massive progress again. Thanks to my wise stewardship of Dragonstone, the local thieves guild has been eradicated. That's good. Your grace, peasants attacked me while collecting taxes in Dragonstone. They wounded me severely, and I barely escaped their wrath. Your humble master of coin, Lord Benjamin Hardy. How dare they? How dare that rabble? You are my envoy. They should... Oh. Why, I'm gonna be very, very cross with them. They do this again. King Vakar, after listening to the advice of a group of my bannermen led by Lady Benera Sarsfield of Sarsfield, hereby enact a series of laws empowering my council to act and vote on matters pertaining to the governance of the Kingdom of the Westerlands. Signed, Lady Paramount Ella of the House Rain. I see you've been forced into something. I want to finish my theorem paper because I do have other things I want to accomplish in my realm once that's complete, such as changing my realm authority. 5 people would support me, but 5 would be undecided. Still think I just need those 5 and I'll win, right? Because my vote counts as 1. My bannerman Ronald Aaron has tried to have Sir Jonas of the Bloody Gate arrested, but failed to apprehend him. He's now raised his banners in rebellion. Jonas is his younger brother, and he's been made the Knight of the Bloody Gate. Oh, okay. Autosave. We've checked the Stark family, so let's have a look at the Aarons and how they're doing. He's had 2 wives. Olena Peake of Dunstanbury died in the dungeons of Lord Merle Gardner. And he's married to a Martell now. He has 2 children. A daughter, Lady Sylvana Aaron, the heir to Dunstanbury. Is married to Valerian and was married to an Aaron. Has 2 children, Tiora, who's quick, and Vera Valerian, who's attractive. First marriage was... Oh no, it was normal, but he was an Aaron. Okay. And his only son, Willem Aaron, Sir of Dunstanbury, who's inherited a small castle there because of his mother. He's 11. And set to inherit the Vale. Wow. That's pretty good. Oh, Shara remarried with Brandon. That's right. So his youngest son, Harmond. It's his youngest, right? Am I completely... No, his oldest. I'm sorry. He only had 1 children with Shara Aaron, and it was his oldest. Harmond Stark is actually a half-brother of the Lord of the Vale. His younger brother, Jonas, is Knight of the Bloody Gate. Stillborn Cynthia. Daughter Demarais died a sickly infant at 1. His son, Albert, and his twin, Erel. Interesting. Lord Damon the Repulsive is declared Lord Damon's 2nd claim on Stonyhead. He's wounded, a craven. He doesn't look too good. That wound looks to be festering there. Might want to get that checked. You're starting to bug me a bit, Damon. With your constant wars. End this. He's obeyed. Good. I'm tired of you going against my wishes and attacking my vassals. Speaking of, Damon Baratheon. We know he married a Rhaegar and then a Durandon. Has 3 children. Loras Baratheon, who's set to inherit. He's really bad, as it happens. Learning an intrigue, at least. He's better. Unmarried. Daughter Rhaenys Baratheon, 10. Quite bad, too. Lady Dala, who's 3. Although you can't quite put your finger on what's wrong, you don't feel quite right. Alas, I have malaise. Okay, there's the autosave. Next, let's have a look at... Oh, no! Hold on. Not that one. Where's the plague map? There it is. Archibald is sure you're developing Grey Plague? Really? Insist you follow his instructions very well. I mean, I'm only a little... I just have malaise. He insisted that you would feel much better if your humors were restored to their proper balance, and that bloodletting was the best way to go about it. Could we have a discussion about this? I'm a little better than you at learning. I'm a renowned physician. I think I might know what's best for myself. Glad I hired him. Good symptom treatment, apparently. Can I not treat myself? Give myself milk of the poppy. Oh, just the flu, not the Grey Plague. Confined to your bed, your body racked with aches and chills, you've contracted the flu. There we go. Archibald has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains there are several different types of treatment he can offer, as long as you know what you're doing. Yeah. A tourney in Castamere. I will join this one because it's a great... it's a vassal asking me, like a very strong vassal. So I will listen. Why not? Oh, the flu has minus 15. Chance to prove my worth. Grandmaster Archibald lowered his hand into the bucket lowered his hand into the bucket he brought to your chambers. When he pulled it out again, a little fish was wriggling between his fingers. Open wide, he prompted to you, and dropped it in your mouth. You struggled not to retch as it tickled the back of your throat. I actually feel... How could you actually... That's pure coincidence. You're a medic, Vakar. You know that's nothing. He just made you eat a live fish. Oh. That's awful. I'm gonna brew myself some milk of the poppy since I'm going to that tourney. A little mercury feels about right. I believe we've used that before, right? Did that work? The Grace a Raven has arrived from Lord Brian at Hornhill. I don't think that worked. Oh, I'm still preparing it. He's announced a wedding between Sir Thaddeus Tarley and Alice Singh Tarley. They have my assent. Now, I know that keeps showing up because I still have, where is it? First night is legal. And yeah, I might at some point turn it to illegal. I just don't think Vakar is going to be the one to do that. He's not a particularly just man. Maybe Aegon might have done it, but... I mean, never really came up to him. And Valerian would certainly not be the kind to do it. Oh, he's leading the errand men. Smart of you. That seems Tallfire is going to see some battle. I brewed the milk of the poppy just like the enciphered recipe dictated. Mere seconds after it passed my lips, a wave of pleasurable sensations rolled over me. While the peak of my bliss was short-lived, that first rush must have washed away the dispiriting darkness that has plagued me for so long. Feel different. Lighter. There you go, I'm no longer stressed, which is always good. I was at the tournament, and although I did not have an opportunity to distinguish myself in the melee, I was sitting around and listening to two knights plot together to advantage themselves in the next bout. I listened carefully to their plan, and I instantly saw the flaws. Intriguing. You've recovered well from the flu, now the coughing, fever, and headache are just unpleasant memories. So I no longer have the flu. Good. Tourney had finally gotten underway, with the first day of the lists beginning in earnest. You failed to make it through, and defeated, however, and was unhorsed in a joust by Sir Lionel, whose prowess was clearly greater. You have been eliminated from the tourney. So Sir Lionel, a simple hedge knight in the service of Lady Ella, unhorsed me. Why? That's one to tell your, well, not your family, because you don't have anyone. I guess your squires? I don't know. Who else would you tell? First day's jousting in Lady Paramount Ella's tourney is complete, with many less riders having already been eliminated. Me. From the competition. Now over the coming days, the remaining men shall compete in the final list, tilting until only one champion remains. This should be good. It was Sir Tywin Lannister and Sir Leo of Case's turn to joust in the lists, and Sir Leo won soundly. In the final tilt, Sir Tywin was sent flying from the saddle in a hail of shattered lance pieces. He landed with a sickening crunch, clearly grievously injured. Sir Leo of Case sent Tywin Lannister, who is Davin's second son. Wow. Your Grace, I'm pleased to report that the latest stretch of road building is complete. The Seven Kingdoms are now binded together even closer. Is that the final one? Could work. Yeah, it is. The latest section of road for the Seven Kingdoms is complete. Where shall we extend the roads next? Our network of roads is finished. The King's Road has been complete during Vakar Targaryen's reign. Sir Adrian Foote and Sir Humphrey Westerling were the next to joust in the lists. After many tilts and broken lances, Sir Humphrey was eventually unhorsed, leaving Sir Adrian to be declared the winner. Did he win the whole tourney? Well, I like this. News from Claw Isle, Your Grace. A new dragon has entered the world. Prince Aegon Targaryen has apparently successfully hatched one, and has named the she-dragon Volon. Volon. Nothing special about her. Aside that she's my son's dragon. Which is really good. Adrian Foote and Leo Sarsfield jousted, and it seems Adrian Foote was the victor. Some very good news for my son. I'll have to see where that leads him, maybe. Now we'll have 7 years before he can even be invited to my court to train that dragon. Which gives the Celtigars a little too much control over the dragon. After many tilts over several days, only 2 knights remained undefeated. Sir Adrian Foote and Sir Adam Hill faced each other in the final joust. And after many tilts of finally executed jousting, Sir Adam was unhorsed, leaving Sir Adrian Foote to be declared the winner of the tourney. Adam Hill, taking the last name Heaththorne, is the bastard son of the Lord of Hawthorne. Adrian Foote, meanwhile, is the heir to Nuns Deep. He's won the tourney of the Westerlands. He's quite the warrior, and clearly quite the jouster as well. So I'm not surprised. Plankytown War for Nymeria's claim on Dorne. This is pretty big. Ironwoods are disappointing. So she has 6.6 thousand men, hasn't formed an alliance with the Gardeners of the Reach. It's a very bad move. It seems the Ironwoods, the people of Plankytown, and Sandstone are all part of this rebellion. She leads it, has about 3,000 men, about 950 there, and the Ironwoods are obviously the biggest threat. Wow. I mean, they almost single-handedly have as many men as the Lady of Dorne. Or Princess of Dorne? No, Lady Paramount. They're pressing Nymeria Martell's claim. The 7-year-old daughter of Commander Kader Asan and Lady Sarah Martell. She's the daughter of Olivar Martell, Nymoor's youngest child. Obviously, Diria was the oldest, and all her children were gardeners. After her, Luwin, who had no kids. Then it would be Oberyn, whose only son is dead. So I suppose if you wanted to completely disinherit Diria's line of gardeners, yeah, the next heir would be from Olivar's line, although it would probably be Darcia Martell. But you wouldn't just want to give it to the Valeman, so you're going with the only Martell left who can actually hold on to the title for the Martell name, and that's Nymeria. I'm not going to interfere in this war. I don't like the Gardeners, in particular. I mean, they took... I suppose maybe Vakar likes them more, though. I don't like them because they beat me when I was Valerion. But, I don't think Vakar particularly trusts them. They weren't in charge of the Great Council, they simply held it. The people chose Vakar to be king. All the vassals, not them. And they clearly don't like me. Granted a lordship. Pfft, come on. So I don't think I particularly trust them too much, and I definitely don't like the Gardeners having 2 major titles. Don't like or trust that, so I don't think I'll be interfering on the war with Dorne. Oh, come on now. It is finished. I've produced an entirely average paper on languages. It explores potentially new and rewarding theories on language and its structure, including the study of grammar, syntax, and phonetics, which might provide a new approach to languages. Now all that is left is to submit it to my peers at Citadel for review. Wow, what a thriller. You wrote the world's first grammar book. Okay. Send it out at once. It's not good enough to be... I mean, suppose I'll send it out at once. A language book. God. Which one's that? Platinum. I only have 1 platinum link too. Okay. Your Grace, for some time now I've been in the employ of Lord Michael, but now I seek a better station. No. Random slave wants to join me? Or former slave, sorry. But no. To the esteemed acolyte, King Vakar, having spent ample time considering your paper's worth, I have decided to endorse your work before the Citadel. I hope that it shall speedily be added to our library. Well done. Thank you, Maester Theodore. Excellent. My theorem is being published, right? Oh, wait, no. You gotta wait for multiple Maesters. So, Maester Theodore was of... I skipped it. I think it was Tarbeck Hall. Wasn't he? Come on. Theodore? Yes. The Maester of Tarbeck Hall likes my paper. He has 1 platinum link. He's not a particular expert in languages. Maester Tristan's also endorsing my work. He's a herbologist. and has no links on Platinum, but he's the Maester of Winterfell. Excellent. To the esteemed Acolyte King Vaker, having spent ample time considering your paper's worth, I've decided not to endorse your works before the Citadel. In my view, the quality of their work was unfortunately not in keeping with the standards of our library. Well, la-di-da, look at you. Who do you think you are saying I'm the king. If I want a book published, I'll have it published. He doesn't even have a link on languages, so how do you know about the standards? Pfft, Maester of Dunsbridge. Who even knows where Dunsbridge is? How dare he not good enough? To the esteemed Acolyte King Vakar, having spent ample time, he's endorsed it. Okay, the Maester of Bywater, who is quite the learned man. He has a lot of steel links. Wow. Excellent. My Grand Maester has died too. Maester of Crow's Barons is also endorsing it. No Platinum links. Not many grammar students in the Citadel. The Conclave Citadel has selected the new Grand Maester, Desmond Quag. Grand Maester Desmond. Quag? What house is that? Cranagman. I really like the sigil, but I don't know what you are. Valyrian, too. You're quite the interesting man, Quag. Expert scientist, trained fighter, sympathy for Westerosi gods, Archmaester, a mystic. A lot of Marwyn vibes from you. I don't know who you are, but you're very weird. Very odd man. Like him. I like him. He seems cool. What happened to my theorem? Anyone else want to endorse it? Did it get published? There was only one douchebag who thought it was not to keeping with the standards of the library. What an asshat. Tourney of the King's Landing. Ending wars. No. You're fighting Whiteheart. Oh god, what's going on in this war? You guys losing? Oh, there's the Iron Woods. Who's gonna win that? Come on, what are you doing? Go in. Go in. Success! Enough Maesters have endorsed my paper, and so the Citadel has accepted it into its library. As a result, my standing with the Citadel has increased measurably. I possess a great mind. I gain 75 prestige. I get published a theorem paper, which gives me 2 learning. Student of language will be removed. And I get multilingual, giving me diplomacy and learning. And I get a 2nd platinum link for my theorem paper. That's really good. Whilst studying at the Citadel, I've acquired many links in a good variety of subjects. My overall scholarly knowledge has improved as a result. Oh, so does anyone who go to learn a Maester, do they all start with incompetent? And maybe it gets better with the more links you learn? That's really cool. Very good. He wants an expedition. I'll accept. I'm doing really well as a Maester, though. Got 2 platinum links now. I'm an expert in grammar. Come to me if you need any spelling done. Vaker's got your back. Letter mentioned 3 lost texts, a tome in local antiquary, a scroll hidden in a sept in Coldwater Burn, and a tablet in the ancient library ruins of Pentos and Pentos. The further we venture in distance, as well as into the past, the greater secrets we might uncover. The choice is yours. Signed, Darkmaester John. I'll do this one. The middle one. Why not? Talked about this a couple times before. Knowledge doesn't really benefit me too much. Lord Hayford has died. Natural death, my Master at Arms. I'll join the Tornian Storm's End, I guess. So I joined the Westerlands one. Do you need a new Master at Arms? Congratulations, Brandon Stark. You can be appointed to my council as Master at Arms. Come on. There we go. You can be keeper of the Swans. Paramount Knight will be the... Can I not name the Lord Commander of my Kingsguard? Apparently not. So Brandon, you can be... Well, he's not even a knight, is he? Oh, no, he is. Oh, interesting. Interesting that he would be named a knight at all. I've just received news that Lord Elmo will not come to King's Landing and pay homage. This is insulting. Very. And he really won't. Okay, so that's twice now he said no. It seems the gardeners are losing this war pretty bad. They still seem to have quite a bit of men. Brandon has revoked the Gatehouse Tower from Torgon. Okay. The revolt has ended. Ronald has captured his brother. Ulf the Mad Harlaw rules in the Iron Isles, by the way, since I was going through all the great houses. He's got a son, Hadrak, who's a decent fighter, set to inherit. Daughter, Larana, 7, nothing impressive. Lord Ambrode is decent for a 5-year-old, I suppose. And Lady Megan, who's really bad, although she's really young, too. He's got one half brother and a half sister, Winches, apparently, from his mother. Interesting. The Greyjoy, Eric the Rash. He's got 2 daughters, Hega and Frenya. Let's have a look at the whores while we're at it. Where are they? There they are. Aegon, whore. Ugly man, of course he is. Married to Narana of the Seastone Isles. He has 3 children, a daughter, Larana, married to Gelmar. Anna, unmarried, and Othgar, married to a good brother. Interesting. After arriving in Storm's End, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final round of lists begins, and the opposition shall surely be more fierce. I'm sure it will be in the next episode, because I'm going to end this one here. Some progress was made, some progress was not. We got that theorem paper done, though, so that's really good. Aegon hatched his dragon, probably the best thing to happen in this episode. Because how many are left now? 5 dragons are alive. It's really good. That's good. Only 2 of them are old enough to have portraits, though. Meraxes and Dragox. And you have Volon, the brand new dragon. Tallfire, which is my nephew's dragon. And Alataraxes. Only 6 years old, but he's really good. Damn. Rael got herself a really good dragon. Yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.